We drove by a lot of this winter. It's roofs that had so much snow on them, roofs that had a ton of ice damming, but we don't want that to happen to all of us next year. So here to help us, we have Dave Miner. He is the owner of Dave Miner Exterior Home Improvements. Thank you so much for seeing us today. And behind you, we're at the home show. You don't normally have a show space, so this is it.
Right.
And we have behind you just some of the products that you do. Let's talk about roofs and ice dams. Why was this such a problem this winter?
People think that when you do a roof, you put ice and water barrier on the roofs, that it actually is going to stop you from having an ice dam. What ice and water barrier actually does is it actually seals the nail holes, and the code says 24 inches to the heated area. So when we had a big pile up of snow, people getting ice dams, but the problem, most likely they had a problem with lack of ventilation, lack of insulation. There are things that you can do to help prevent the ice dams, but ice and water barrier will help prevent the water from backing up into the houses.
Now that is seen right here. So this goes down underneath the siding.
Right underneath the roofing. So basically this is a product here, we pull it off. If you touch that, you can feel that it's actually kind of sticky.
Oh yeah.
So when you nail through this, it seals the nail holes. So we put this on, typically our company, we put this on a minimum 6 feet. So what happens here is that this way here, you get into the houses, but the problem that people are doing with a year like this is that we had 3 feet of snow at times on the roofs. They were taking snow rakes off and cleaning up halfway up their house, and they're creating the ice dam where the snow stops.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so people need to be aware of what's underneath their roof. It's just like buying a carpet. You know, you want a good pad. So when you do a roof, you want to have good underlayments, and you need to know what you have for underlayments underneath that roof, so this way here you can protect yourself in the future.
And that's one of the things that you provide to your clients. Now, a lot of people, we have our roofs, we look at them when we're driving home, but we don't really look at them specifically to see if they're maybe in need of repair. What are some of your signs that your roof might be in need of a tune-up or a brand new roof?
You know, one of the quickest and easiest things that for a customer can actually notice, if they're out in the yard and they get bottom of the downspouts, if you see a bunch of granulars on the bottom there, a lot of people are afraid of heights, they don't go up and clean the gutters, but if you see a bunch of granulars in the gutters, if you start to see shingles starting to curl, blistering, a lot of wear and tear, but most importantly, if your roof is at least 20 years old, you probably should have a professional come out and look at it to see if it's time to do a roof.
Now, when you do roof, talk to us about what makes you different.
What makes us different is we don't subcontract the work out. We do all the work in-house, okay? So by doing that, we can offer better warranties than most of our competitors can offer you. Like with GAF, we can offer the Golden Pledge, or over here the System Plus warranty. We're also President's Club Award 3 years in a row. It's my guys, I got guys that work for me as long as 18 years, okay? And what we do is we follow the specs that are initiated by the shingle manufacturer, depending on whichever shingle manufacturer that may be. We specify, we do GAF, we do Certainty, we do a couple of the other brands, but most importantly is that you need to make sure that the underlayments that go with the roof is a whole complete system, so you have a warranty. Some guys, what they'll do is they'll buy a good shingle, but they'll buy a generic component. Okay, generic components aren't as good. Okay, to do the roof the right way is probably only a couple $100 more, and then my customers don't have ice dam problems backing up into their house. It's not stopping the ice dams. You stop the ice dams with ventilation and insulation. That's a key component. Right away, lack of ventilation, you're going to have ice dams. Lack of insulation, ice dams. If you have more than one, it has to be balanced out. So it needs to be all completely balanced.
And that's something that you do, because you do everything.
We do it all.
So you can check to make sure that every component is working in harmony with each other.
Right. And that's what's important about having a contractor that does it all and doesn't just subcontract the work out too.
And someone that's local.
Right. We've been at this home show, just as a matter of fact, we've been here for 28 years.
Wow.
Another amazing thing this year is we actually shoveled off more than 400 tons of snow off the roofs.
A lot of snow.
Right? We actually had houses that with the pure pressure of the snow coming down, it actually was binding the doors up on the inside the house. Let's
talk about gutters too, because I see here these are much more intricate than I have at my house.
Well, just a standard 032 gauge gutter we install. The nice thing about our gutter system, it actually is a completely enclosed gutter system. Okay.
So you're not getting any leaves or
not
junk
getting any leaves, any debris in this gutter system. The other nice thing is about this corner, this inside corner, it's out further, so it actually catches all the water. The biggest complaint that we have with most gutter systems that are on people's houses, they use a shield like this. So when they put this into the valley area, it catches all the debris and piles up behind it. Okay? This system also is the only completely enclosed gutter system because of the fact that we're so confident about the stuff not going into our gutter that we cap off the bottom so rodents can't go up and make nests in there. doesn't cost more to do the job right. It's cheaper if you do it right the first time, so you don't have to have callbacks. I have started to do roofs over again that we've done 25 years ago. Last night here at the home show, I actually had a number of people, their roofs are only 5 years old, have all kinds of ice dams, and it's all because they didn't do, and backing up in the house because they didn't do the proper preparation.
Because you're looking out for everything.
Right. When I go out to a house, I actually give the customer a choice too. You know, I break it down if I do a standard system, a better system, or my best system. You know, let them decide on what's better for them. But in the midst of all those systems, we're actually making sure that it all follows into the warranties of the shingle manufacturer. Mm-hmm. So they're actually getting a warranty. The scary thing, most shingle manufacturers only give you a 10-year warranty, and also it's 10-year leak warranty, not cosmetic too. It's kind of strange. You know, you have a roof that looks horrible, it's not under warranty. So the shingles that we use actually have both a leak and a cosmetic warranties.
Dave, we're talking about insulation now. Insulation is to some just as important as roofing.
Yes. You know, there's three components to the whole entire attic and waterproofing. When you do a roof, you should have the proper waterproofing. Inside the attic, you should have the proper insulation, and then outside, you should have the proper ventilation, so it all works together.
Because you were saying earlier, it's all a big concert.
All a big thing. You know, it needs to be all balanced off for it to work effectively. You should have at least an R38 up in your attics, okay?
And this is the amount of insulation.
Right?
Okay.
Which is pretty much what I have on the left-hand side here. Mm-hmm. Most houses that we go into, they have an R13, which is on the right side over here, okay? The Department of Energy is actually saying you should have like an R49. I broke it down when we had 30-year roofs, and now we have lifetime shingles is what the warranties are. But on a 30-year roof, when it was $6,000 to do the roof, you broke it down. If you properly insulated, ventilated, and did the roof the proper way, you saved about $200 a year in energy.
Isn't that
so
something?
at the end of 30 years, your roof didn't cost you anything.
Yeah, it's almost making you money.
Right, it's making you money because
now, Dave, a lot of people, they might be watching and they're saying, I want him to come out to my house, check it out, go through everything. You do that, but the best part is it doesn't cost anybody a dime.
That's right. And not only do my companies do that, but I'm the only guy that does sales for my company. So you actually get me out to your house.
So you get Dave Miner at your house.
Right, and I do the actual assessments and give you an estimate of what you need to take care of so we can help you prevent from having ice dams in the near future.
That's why you got to find a contractor you trust, someone like Dave Miner. Thank you so much for bringing us out here today. More information, DaveMinerRoofing.com.